So what are the types of communication? Let's go into business, because that is what is more important to you people. In business, you know that there are different structures that is being followed. Let's go by the traditional way. We'll base the classification on the flow of communication. Number one is downward communication. Number two is upward communication. You've got horizontal or lateral communication and diagonal or crosswise communication. Let's see what it is, each of them. This is a typical organizational structure. You have got a CEO sitting here. You have got a head for marketing, head for finance, and head for production under him. Let's only look at these three divisions for convenience. And you will have people reporting to him as well. Area head, say call it is area head marketing for south, area head marketing for north, likewise. Okay. So for convenience, let's take only these functions. Okay. Now CEO has an order. He needs to tell something regarding target for marketing in the next year. So he would send in an information to the head marketing, which is what you call downward communication, which happens in many organizations, every organization. Now, head marketing has got some response to make to CEO. Or say your area head of south has got some kind of suggestions to make to head marketing. This is what you call upward communication. Now, head marketing has got a target in his mind, and so he needs more fund, maybe. So he is speaking to the head finance here. So when they are conversing, that is what you call lateral communication. And finally, there is one thing left, which is called diagonal communication. Imagine if you have got a area head of marketing in north has got a problem regarding some maybe the salary dispersal or something. So he is going into say you call it HR head. He is going directly to HR head and telling him that there is such a problem which needs to be resolved immediately. And that is what you call diagonal communication. So CEO speaking to head marketing or head marketing speaking to area head, you call it downward communication. Area head suggesting to head marketing, you call it upward communication. And head marketing and head finance or head marketing and head production, you call it lateral or horizontal communication. And your area head of north of marketing speaking to head of production department, you call it diagonal communication. Let's see each of those. Number one, as I told you, downward communication. Communication in first place flows downwards. That is what happens in organization. The first thing would happen, it would go downwards. Traditionally, this direction has been highlighted. If you look at the past, this is the most important direction. People are not supposed to talk to their thing. Very often, you will have directions coming from up to down, and very less communication will go from down to up. That used to be the case in the past, but that is changing fast. This direction of communication strengthens the authorization structure to people working at lower levels. Here you call what is called the autonomy, which is coming in. You have got the power of the structure. As a kid there, your CEO is an authoritarian position. You have a fear over him, the subordinates. Okay? That is also referred to as downstream communication, which is another term used for what is called downward communication. So don't get confused if you get something called downstream communication. So what are the objectives or common objectives of downward communication? It would be through orders. You have to give them some kind of an order. You tell them that this is the way things should happen in this organization. It can be to give instructions regarding a specific event. It can be to send in policy statements of the organization. It can be through notices which you need to inform to the subordinates or the people working in the organization. It can be some kind of circulars which has been issued. It can be job sheets to a individual, or it can be employee handbooks. All these things are the objectives of downward communication. All these can be the objectives of downward communication.